Hey guys, Joe here at JP Details, and today I want to update you on the modifications that have been made to the Focus RS in the past few months. My channel itself isn't really a car modifying channel, so don't expect much in terms of guides of how to fit the following things. I don't get too involved with the mechanical side of either of my vehicles, and I let the guys at the garage next door, Rab Auto Services, do the specialised work for me. Please give them a follow on social media, and I've also linked their website in the description below. Some of you may have already seen the replacement Sparco fixed back bucket seats from the TRS fighter pilot harnesses. When the seats arrived 3 weeks after they were purchased direct from Italy, I was appalled with their apparent brand new condition. The gloss black single stage paint on the backs were horrendously swirled, scratched and incredibly badly hologrammed. Considering that these seats cost £500 each, you'd expect better. The first point of call was to get the new items unboxed to try them out. I paid a visit to a motorsport showroom in Nottingham to try out various seats before making the purchase. I'm not going to tell you who the company was, as I'm not particularly happy with their sales team. Fortunately for me, I do own and know how to use a machine polisher, so the backs of the seats were given a single stage machine polish which got them sorted out to a good enough standard. We then applied a single layer of G-Technic Crystal Serum Light to protect the super soft single stage gloss black paint. The fabric on both the seats and the harnesses were protected with G-Technic i1 Smart Fabric. Really good. You happy with it?
I'm very happy with it.
There's a few marks in there,
yeah.
But
what I wanted to do is just use sort of that as a test bed.
Yeah.
To know how much lubricant and how much pressure to put on.
After numerous efforts and faffing around with 3 different types of subframes, I ended up having to use the base mounts and sliding frames from the original Recaro CS Sportster seats and then mounted them to the new Sparcos. The seats have been set to their lowest setting and the driving position is absolutely perfect. They are on sliding mounts, which makes for just as much convenience and comfort in comparison to the standards. I wired up the OMP WRC steering wheel with an Alcantara outer rim, and I also protected the fabric part with G-Technic i1 Smart Fabric. The wheel has made a nice addition to the original rather chunky wheel, and I'm very happy with all of the new interior additions. We've already fitted the roll cage in a previous video, and I then went on to mount the OMP fire extinguisher and a quick shifter for the gear stick. The scan gauge has been mounted on the centre console, and this allows me to monitor various temperatures and performance stats whilst on the racetrack. The next major change for the car to undergo before it's taken to my own version of a Stage 2 is to maximise the handling and the braking. It's had a front lower strut brace, a lower rear strut brace and the upper rear strut brace. It's had the Polybush road/track engine stabiliser, gearbox torque mount and a full Polybush setup for the front and rear. I'm not sure how many Polybushes went on in total, but I did buy the complete set. I've also had the front and rear anti-roll bars upgraded to the white line offering. Next was the SCC Performance Upgrade rotors, track focus pads, braided lines and performance brake fluid. I didn't want to pay thousands for a caliper upgrade, so I'll see how I get on with this lot. Since the upgrades have been fitted, I haven't yet done a track day, so the car hasn't been pushed to its limits. I've done around 500 miles on public roads and the car feels absolutely fantastic. The upgrades have transformed the car to a point where it feels as if I'm driving something completely different. The true test, which I honestly can't wait for, is to take it on a track day because, like I mentioned, I don't drive like a knob on public roads. The next acquisition for the Focus is a set of 19-inch Sparco Assetto Gara wheels, and if you would like to see them being fitted to the car for the first time and also the ceramic coating process, then please check out the recent wheel reveal upload. The Michelin Pilot Sport 4S's fitted to all 4 wheels are practically brand new, as they've only covered around 500 miles and they are yet to see their first bit of track action. That pretty much covers all of the modifications and upgrades that I've done to the Focus in the past 6 months, and I can assure you that none of them were cheap, no expenses being spared on this fine looking FRS Mark II. I've got a few final things that I'd like to do to the car before it goes to Stage 2, which are 2 air intakes for the front mouth section to aid in cooling the brakes, and also 2 final strut braces for the centre section of the underside. After that, I'll be getting a Stage 2 induction kit, front mount intercooler, larger boost pipe, recirc valve, aircon delete, decap pipe, Stage 2 live mapping, pops and bangs map and possibly anti-lag. To be quite honest, the list will go further, and one of my next steps when the COVID-19 situation is resolved and when we all return back to normal is to speak with a Focus RS Mark II specialist and see what else I can afford to do within my budget. On standard internals, the Volvo T5 2.5 litre turbo engine that the Mark II Focus RS has is capable of being pushed to 420 brake horsepower, but any more then you will need to forge the internals. Who knows, in the future I may forge the internals, but for now I'm going to keep things a little more wallet friendly. I'm sure 420 horsepower in a front wheel drive car that isn't excessively heavy, combined with maxing out the handling mods, should be a good bit of fun on the track, and with my driving technique and style I should surprise a few higher powered cars. Stay tuned for the modification series on the RS, as it should be good to follow. As always, thank you for watching, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and be sure to give me a follow on Facebook and Instagram, just search JP Details, and I'll hopefully catch you in the next one.
Yeah, sit. Yeah. Sit. 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 Go on. We can see you.